How's it going, everyone, and welcome to the Myths of Infinite Warfare Zombies. This series digs deep into the game to find mysteries that lie within, and you guys are here to help me look for them. If you have any myths that you would like me to test, then all you have to do is type in the comment section myth and what your myth is. Then 5 people will be picked based on the most interesting ones, so make sure you have your thinking caps on. Again, for the 3rd week in a row, if we could smash 100 likes on today's episode, that would be absolutely amazing. And without further ado, guys, let's go and bust some myths. So the first myth was, during the fish charm step on Rave, if you don't have grenades, can you run over the blue light with the boat and will it work? And this was sent in by the Twisted 860. Okay, so at first, I didn't really know what to think of this myth because I didn't think that the boat driving over it could replace a grenade blast, but like always, I was definitely optimistic and was willing to give it a try. So the only question left is, does it work? Does driving the boat over it actually work? Well, let's go and find out. Now let me tell you, trying to time this perfectly took some bloody time. I honestly thought it would be as easy as to get on it, and because of how long the boat takes, it would eventually drive over it, and that wasn't the case at all. So finally, on our 3rd attempt, you can clearly see we drove straight over it, and nope, it didn't work. So unfortunately, buddy, the only way to get this charm is to use a grenade, and if you swap them out, well, it looks like you've got some waiting to do. That was definitely a great myth, but let's move into the second one. The second myth was, if you have the UDM with the Sniper Epic variant, will it work with scope dollars? And this was sent in by the Doctor. Definitely a very interesting myth because I haven't really used this variant much, but on a side note, this is definitely an overpowered weapon. At round 10, it was still dealing 1-hit shots, so definitely is a dark horse, this gun. Anyway, the epic variant turns a pistol into a sniper. It's crazy, I know. So what we're trying here is, will it count as an actual sniper that can get us points with scope dollars? And there's only one way to test this out. Let's go and jump into a game. So as you can see, I've got the UDM variant and messed around on the map a little bit, and I've got my scope dollars. And as you can see, when I pop the card, it doesn't work. It doesn't look like the UDM is giving us any points. So although it may be classed as a sniper variant, it isn't actually a sniper that can give us points from scoped dollars. Again, a really interesting myth, and let's move into the third one. The third myth was, what happens if you use a Super Minuteman card on your gun and then go on double pack-a-punch? Will you keep the double pack-a-punch gun? And this was sent in by Christina Sturgiopoulos, and I do apologise if I've just said that completely wrong. So again, another great myth. You guys this week have been absolutely amazing and definitely have some very interesting myths, and let me tell you, they only get more interesting from here. So, can we get a double pack-a-punch weapon here without actually having to initially pack-a-punch it and spending that first 5k? Well, let's go and find out. So as you can see here, we're quite far into the game and have everything set up, so I'll just pop my Super Minuteman card here because of course you can't pop cards in the pack-a-punch room, and let's quickly install these alien fuses. And as you can see, when I try to pack-a-punch the weapon, it's stating that this weapon can't be upgraded any further. So yes, Infinity Ward did put a barrier on us being able to double pack-a-punch a card whilst this pack-a-punch a weapon even whilst this card is active. And as a little extra, I decided to show you that I am in fact able to pack-a-punch a normal weapon, but because this card was active, it disabled the ability to pack-a-punch the weapon I use Super Minuteman on, which is definitely unfortunate, but it isn't too bad because you're only skipping 5k points, so stop being a little cheap ass and just spend them 5k points. So I guess that's that, and let's move into the fourth myth. The fourth myth was, can you use timely torrent to fill up the vial for Elvira in Attack of the Radioactive Thing? And this was sent in by 1.34593628392. Oh, seriously, what the f*** is this name? Did you just measure the size of your and thought putting every single decibel would matter? Well, when you have a 1.3 inch mate, no matter how many decibels you add, it's still smaller than my cat's. Okay, I'm kidding. Don't worry, I'm just kidding. You've got some crazy ass name, my man, but your myth was an interesting one, so I'll just let it slide. Okay, so the actual myth. As we all know, as soon as we give Elvira her book, we have to get melee kills with the cleaver to fill it up, and since Timely Torrent is a melee type of card, I was definitely curious to see if this would actually work or not. So as you can see, again, we've done all the setting up and skipped all the boring stuff, so let's pop this card, and what do you know? Timely Torrent actually does fill up the card. I was actually shocked when I first seen this. So you could basically use a free card and just group up a load of zombies, and within 5 seconds, if that, it'd be filled up to the top. So this is definitely something to use in them speedruns for this map, because it's going to save you a bit of time. Not a lot of time, but maybe 60 seconds, which definitely does count in a speedrun. Definitely the most greatest outcome we've had so far today. And let's move into the reason why you clicked onto this video. Let's move into the final myth. The fifth and final myth of today's episode is, can you kill the Rat King with the train? And this was sent in by Nathan Amon. So if you're watching right now, answer this question. Have you ever been mugged off? Whether it's from a family member, a friend, or even a girl. That feeling of being mugged off is just, it's devastating, right? Well, imagine getting mugged off by the Rat King. Imagine that. And then him trying to get you killed by a train. That's exactly what you're about to see in a second. So let's do another episode of Story Time with Mike. So as you can see, it's another normal day in the streets. And we have this rat shit following our asses. And we've been sent on a mission to get him on the train tracks and run his ass over. And this is one hell of a mission, I must say. So as you can see, we have him on the tracks. And the second he sees that train, he's like, how about a massive fuck you? And just flashes out the way. Yep, we've just been officially mugged off. But that will not make us lose our hope. We will do this, young ones, and we will kill him. So after waiting around a little more, we decided to just risk our lives for it. Well, I told my friend to risk his life for it. And after doing so, the train went straight through him. Straight fucking through him. This, my friends, is officially the biggest fuck you from the Rat King that I've ever seen to date. And with my friend dead now, we've been defeated. The Rat King cannot be killed with a train. But the only thing I'll reply to that is, Rat King, suck my dick.